As you're ready, maybe bringing the hands into prayer position. And on your next exhalation, bow the head forward, releasing the energy of the brain to the wisdom of the body. And then release the hands to the thighs with the palms facing up. And slowly lift the face, open the eyes, and lift the gaze. And inhale, stretch the arms out and up. Exhale, twist to one side. Take a hand behind you to the bolster or a block. Inhale, lengthen through the spine as you stay. Exhale, use the breath to twist in any amount. Or maybe it's just the head. Inhale, stretch the arms up. And exhale, twist to the other side. Inhale, staying, lengthening the spine. And exhale, twist, using the breath to guide your twist any amount. And then we'll move with the breath a little bit here. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, twist. Inhale, lift, reach up, come back to the center. And exhale, twist. Inhale, keep moving with your breath here. Last one. Good, and come back to the center and release. Okay, so I had thought about doing this one with sequence before you all mentioned it, so now I just have to find it. It is the practice for release or like moving prana, and they're all very simple, gentle. Except the book is enormous, so. Sorry. Okay, oh, here we go. Nurturing and freeing the energy, complete liberation of energy series. All right, so let's stretch out the legs. You can stay up on your block or your bolster. And we're going to start with the feet. So inhale, stretch the toes back towards you. And exhale, point the toes away from you. Inhale, stretch the heels out, toes back. Exhale, forward. Inhale, spread the toes wide. Exhale, point them away. Keep going. So all of these are moving gently moving with the breath. Back and forth. We kind of just go for feels, however long feels good here. Let's make some circles. So go nice and slowly and keep doing the breath. So just as you were breathing before, inhaling and exhaling. You can bend the knees here if you need to, but the movement mostly is in the ankles right now. And let's go in the other direction. Make sure that you're spreading through the toes. Okay. Let's do ankles back and forth. So it's pronation and supination. I don't remember which one's which, but so the outer edges of the feet move forward and the outer edges of the feet move back and the inner feet move forward. If you were standing, your weight would go to the inner arches or the outer arches. You could imagine that you're standing and turning the ankles. Okay, so let's pause. Just let the feet go, wiggle them out a little bit. We'll bend the knees, so move my blanket. So we'll start holding one leg, inhale, and then exhale, draw the leg in, and exhale, stretch it out. Exhale to extend. Oh, wait, no. Exhale as we bring it in. I think that's what I said before. In. Do it however feels good with your breath. You can move it out to the side. You will again someday. Knee to the belly. I didn't say knee to the chest, I don't think. Yeah. So bring it out to the side a little bit. And let's change legs. Moving with the breath. Uh-oh. Today. I didn't. Okay. Last one. All right. Wiggle that out, let that go. And we'll do some hip rotation. So you can take the legs a little bit wider. We're going to go in and out. So inhale, leg slides out, foot is flexed, outer edge of the foot close to the floor. Internally rotate the other leg so the foot moves, the hip lifts, and then exhale back to the center. So you don't have to go super wide. So inhale, and the hip can move a little bit. Exhale to the center. Inhale. Exhale to the center. Inhale, the hip can lift. Falling off. I do remember teaching yoga in my 3rd trimester and just wanting to sit, and I could sit still for, I felt like hours, just sit, do nothing, just stare out into the void. So this can be, especially if you're, maybe by yourself, or we could get into a zone of just rocking back and forth. All right, let's let that go. We'll bring the legs back together, and you might want to come down here. So we're just going to rock side to side. So shift the weight, lift the hip, and exhale, release. You can have your hands a little bit farther behind you. So you're lifting, so rocking. You can bend the knees. Let the hip lift, so it's maybe a little bit of a twist. Moving with the breath. All right, one more time on each side. Okay, and then we'll bend the knees, bring the feet into butterfly or Baddha Konasana. You might come back up on your bolster or blanket. Just have a nice cushion for your bottom. And we're going to go in circles. So you can hold the knees, the shins, the ankles, whatever is comfortable for you. And with those slow, easy breaths, making circles around the base of the spine. These don't have to be big circles. Nice and slow. You notice where your mind goes, so let it be with the breath, be with the body. And then we'll come into stillness. Notice which direction you've been going. And go in the other direction. We'll come back to stillness. And then just notice, pause and feel here. Okay. Bring the feet back to the floor. Your hands will be a little ways behind you, knees are bent, and we'll take the right foot over the left ankle. And then oh, sorry. What is that? Oh. So we're gonna rock. So is this the right direction? We're gonna go this way. So towards the bottom leg. So inhale up and exhale, rocking out. Inhale to the center. Exhale, release down. Notice what your pace is. And it's easy to want to just keep going or moving quickly through it. So let's see if we can slow down. I'll do one more on this side. Back to the center. Stretch, release. Move, yep. Move the legs, do whatever you need. And then we'll cross the other ankle. And then inhale, release. Exhale back to the center. Definitely one of the practices of the third trimester is learning how to slow down, even when we have children. And it's hard to slow down, but we can find small ways to slow down because, well, one, labor has its own time. And then in the fourth trimester, healing is everything needs to slow down even more. So last one. And then release. Wiggle out the legs, ankles, feet. And when you're ready, we'll come to hands and knees. Have a blanket under your knees, if you like. And we'll start in cat and cow. So inhale, drop the belly, lift the chin, lift the tailbone. Exhale, round the back, tuck the tailbone, tuck the chin. Inhale, open the front body. Exhale, round and open the back body. And keep going with your breath. So from the side, it looks like this. You might rock back and forth a little bit if you like. Again, if you can, making nice, slow, deep breaths. And notice too the pause at the top of the breath and at the bottom of the breath. Maybe the movement pauses in between just as the breath pauses. And after your next exhalation, come to a neutral spine. And we'll do a similar rocking here. So it might be more comfortable to have the legs together for balance, but it might be more comfortable to have them apart, so you can decide. But so inhale, the hips lower to one side, and exhale back to the center. Inhale to the side. It doesn't have to be a big movement. You can try, see if it feels better with the legs apart or close together. Sounds like you're swinging your hips side to side. And then we'll come to neutral, come back to the center, and we'll sit on your shins or on a block. So we'll be in the kneeling position here or hero's pose. Did the forward leaning stuff make your head worse? Yeah. Okay. All right, so we'll do hands. So stretch your arms out, and we're just let's see, doing open and close. So inhale and exhale. Make a fist. Inhale, open and spread. Exhale, make a ball. The arms don't have to be like super strong. This is more about the hands. One more. Good. Let the arms relax for a second. And then we'll do the wrists. So, and the arms don't have to be all the way out. We can just do here. So hands up and then hands down. So I guess it's might be easier with the arms straight. I don't know. No. Look like that. So keep going with the breath. And then we'll turn the hands. So just rotating side to side. Most this is with the hands and wrists. Let's just do some circles with the wrists. And then go in the other direction. All right, let that go. All right, so this one looks kind of funny. So we go inhale, open arms wide. Exhale, inwardly rotate the shoulders, bend the elbows. Bring them in towards the armpits. Inhale, straighten. And exhale, the wrists bend and then they come up into your armpits. You might even massage them a little bit. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, like you're making your wings. And then let's take the gaze upward. Lift the chest, make the spine long. Give yourself a little lymph massage right there. And one more on that way. Good, and release. Let the hands go. Roll the shoulders. This time we'll do out to the front. So inhale, exhale, touch the shoulders. And the elbows are about in line with the shoulders. Inhale, exhale. Keep going. Even as your arms are working, let the rest of the face and jaw be relaxed. The eyes are soft and relaxed. One more time. Good. And release. Okay. We'll make some circles this time. So elbows touch and then they come up and open and down. Do we go the other way? Like that? That sounds nice. Yeah, if you need to change positions, you can, with the legs, you can do that too. Really stretch, open the front of the chest here. One more time. Good, and release. We're doing on time. All right. So let's come up onto the shins. And so if you need the blanket on the shins, you can do that. And if this becomes too much, then you can always come back down onto the block. So go inhale and exhale. Inhale, turn the palms open out, and exhale. Let the jaw and neck be soft. Good. And then release. Let's take some shoulder circles. So inhale, squeeze the shoulders up. Make a sound. One more time, make it loud. One more time. Good. All right. How are we doing? Your feet are asleep? Okay. Yeah, you can come onto hands and knees and, well, if that feels okay. Especially after we were sitting on the shins, we can open up the backs of the legs a little bit here. Open up the knees, the backs of the knees. It's not in the thing, but we can still do it with the breath. So exhale, press out through your heel. Inhale, bring it back to the center. Switch sides, exhale, press it back. Inhale to center. Last one. Good. And then when you're ready, we will come back to sitting with the legs crossed or on your shins, whichever one is better. We'll do some seated cat and cow here. So you want to be on the edge of a blanket or on the floor. So inhale, you can use the hands on the knees and draw the chest forward in between the arms. Lift the chin. Exhale, round. Draw the chin towards the chest. Inhale, rock forward onto the pubic bone. Lift the chest. Exhale, rock back onto the tailbone. You might feel like you don't have a whole lot of room to rock back. It's okay. Opening the chest is a good thing right here. Last time. And come back to center. You might use a block by your sides, or And then if you get there and you don't need it, you can remove it. So reach one arm up. Exhale, bend to the side. Inhale, lift up. Exhale to the other side. Keep going. Inhale, up. Exhale, opening the ribs. Look under your armpit. Look up at the ceiling. Good. And release. Just wiggle out through the spine. Let's switch the cross of the legs. So it might feel awkward. And we're moving up to the neck. So let's just look to the side. So inhale to the side, or exhale, inhale to the center, exhale, looking over the other shoulder. You might notice that one side is different than the other. It's okay. One more time on each side. Good. And then we'll do side neck bending. So we'll take one hand to the ear over the head, reach the other fingers out towards the block or the floor, and then gently drawing the head towards the shoulder. Reach through those fingers that are on the block. You can even press down through them and get a little bit of recoil action. Release. You can release. Go to the other side. So face is neutral and then ear towards the shoulder. Press through the opposite fingers. And then release. And then we'll just go side to side a little bit. So without the hand. Inhale to center. Exhale, drop the ear. Inhale to center. Exhale, drop the ear. Good. Last one. And come back to center, and then we'll just wiggle everything out. Stretch your legs out if you need to. All right, let's come up to standing any way that you can. We'll only be in standing for a few moments. You might have your blocks in front of you. Or a chair, if you have a chair. Oh, that's good. We'll do our heart, womb, river sacred greeting gesture. So Selma, this is probably new for you. So the hand positions that we do are prayer position, and then we turn the hands down into Yoni Mudra, slides down over the belly. And then we end with the pinkies and the thumbs touching and the fingers apart. This is open lotus. So we'll move with the breath in this sort of position. All right. Okay. And then we'll add a little bit to it, but it's 0, 2, 6. No, 0, 6. 2, 2, 0. Got the right numbers. We could dance. Let's see. Let's try that. Okay. All right. So stand with feet hip width distance or wider, whatever is comfortable for you. Bring the hands to the heart in prayer position. Take either a soft, wide gaze, and if your eyes are open, make sure that the eyes are relaxed, drawing back towards the back of the head, and you have sort of a wide gaze, maybe slightly above eye level. Or you can close the eyes and sense inside the body. And take a moment to feel the heart center, the energy of the heart. Good. On your next exhalation, turn the hands into Yoni Mudra, downward pointing triangle. Slide the hands down over the womb space, the belly. Connect here with your own womb space. And then take a moment to connect with baby. Maybe just a greeting or saying, I love you. Maybe listening, sensing with all of your senses here, inner sight, inner ears, inner feelings. On your next exhalation, turn the hands into open lotus, bring the hands up to the back, up to the heart. And then we'll move with the breath here. So inhale, palms together. Exhale, hands down over the belly, Yoni Mudra. Inhale to stay. And exhale, hands in open lotus back up to the heart. Inhale, palms together. Exhale, send the energy of the heart down to the womb. Inhale. Exhale, draw the energy of the womb back up to the heart. Keep going with your own breath. Let's meet up in the heart. We'll make it a little bit bigger. So inhale, palms together. Exhale, hands down over the womb space and keep going. So bend at the hips, maybe bend at the knees, and just look through the triangle to the floor. And then inhale, you can bend the knees, stretch the arms out and up, draw the hands up to the sky, connecting up with the heavens. And then exhale, bring the hands into lotus, back down over the head, forehead, throat, and heart. We'll go that way a couple of times. You don't have to bend deeply. Exhale all the way down, or wherever is comfortable. Inhale, stretch it out and up. Exhale, hands in lotus, back to the heart. Inhale, palms together. Exhale, hands down, sending the energy down through the womb to the earth. Inhale, stretch it out and up, connecting earth with heaven. Exhale, drawing heaven back to your heart center. One more time. This time, take the hands out like you're gathering up all the love in the world and bringing it back to your heart. And let the hands rest at the heart. And pause and feel. And then when you're ready, you can do a downward facing dog if you like, or you can set up for relaxation. So it's 8:20, which means we have about, it's 8:22. So we have about 20 minutes. So we can do one like set up restorative pose and then Shavasana, or we can just do a nice long Shavasana. I can talk you through a relaxation. You can do both if you want to. I mean, or, we can do both and you can choose whichever one you want. So. Okay, so let's set up for goddess pose. We'll call it goddess pose. Selma, I'm not sure what props you have, but I'm sure we can find a way to make this work. So we'll take the bolster, have something for your head, a blanket or a pillow. So I like to do the trifold for the head. And then either blocks or a blanket, and we'll bring the legs into bound angle pose. What props do you have? You've got a pillow. Do you have maybe another pillow that you can cross over that? You can use one pillow like a bolster and one pillow for your head. So you can, let's see. I'll show you in a second too. All right, so you can either do the blocks, and I recommend here, don't go to your fullest like stretch. Just let it be super supportive so that the energy is all really contained right here. If the block's not comfortable, you can always use a blanket, and I like this little roll. This also feels sort of confining. And then reclining like this. So. All right, so you can have, so one bolster or one blanket, this pillow can be under your spine, and then another pillow for your head. So this one goes. Cheap ring. So you're laying this way to the bolster. Yeah, and then So you just want something so that your chest is lifted, and then you feel that your head is also supported. And then your knees, you'll bring the bottoms of your feet together and your knees can drop out. And if this becomes uncomfortable, you can always come to a different position, whatever is comfortable for you in a relaxing pose. Ugh. I'll turn the lights down here. So you should feel totally at ease. You should feel like a goddess here. The chest should feel open and supported so that the breath is free and easy. No, you can't see me. Relax the legs, the feet, the toes. Take time to connect with baby. Let the mind settle into the back of the skull, relaxing your brain, letting go of thoughts. Let your awareness be with your body, with your breath. Once you're ready, and stretch the legs out in front of you. Rock the knees side to side, lift legs. When you're ready, you can bend the knees and roll aside. And pause on your side. Ooh. And then when you're ready, use your arms, press yourself up so you can set up for Shavasana or final relaxation. What? Okay. So you could lie on your side. You could use the pillow under your legs or in between your legs. You could lie in your bed, however is comfortable for you. Can't really see this. So once again, allowing the body to fully release. You're welcome to switch positions if you need to. Relaxing the toes, ankles. Relax the shins and calves. Relax the thighs, the groins, hips and buttocks. Relax your belly, your waist and low back. Relax the shoulders, shoulder blades, arms, hands, and fingers. Relax the throat, neck, Relax the temples, the eyes. Relax the space behind the ears, the inner walls of the cheeks. Relax the tongue, the teeth. Let the brain rest in the back of the head. And then let the body be. We'll be here for several more minutes. About 6 more minutes. Begin to take a slow, smooth inhalation and a slow, steady exhalation. Bringing your awareness back to the surface. And begin to wiggle fingers and toes. Breathe, move, and stretch in any way that you need. If you're on your back, roll to one side and pause. If you're on your side, you can roll to the other side and pause. And when you're ready, use your arms and your exhalation to press yourself up to a comfortable seated position. Bring the hands to the heart or the heart and the belly. And take a moment to express gratitude for anything in your life. May all beings be well and at peace. May you be well and at peace. Thank you for joining me. Thank you, Selma, for joining us.
Thank you. I have a question. Hello?
Yes.
Is it an hour or 1 hour, 10 minutes? How long is it going to take? The class? An hour and a half. All right. So every Thursday, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Yeah, now before I have back pain, this journey, but now I'm feeling very better. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you for joining us. It was good to have you.
Thank you. Have a good day. Have a good night.
You too.
Bye-bye.
Bye.